Welcome viewers, Gloring here, back with another episode of Zoo Tycoon 2. And when we left off, this was for, what, the Okapi? Gemsbuck, I think. Right, yeah, because that looks like scrub. Which means I just need 2,000 bucks. And I can buy the Gemsbuck. As long as I don't lose my Star of Fame. Which, wow, my animals are happier than my guests. That's pretty hard to do. Do I have an entertainer? Or an educator? I should probably get one. Nah, I'm cheap. Cheap and lazy. I mean, it might make me more money, but I don't exactly know. I think it just... I don't really think it would pay for itself. I think it would mostly just increase happiness. Increase fame. But I don't think the increase in donations would pay for the educator's salary. How much? Okay, I take that back. It probably would. Oh, this is hard. I don't know. I just don't like the upfront cost, but I think I'm pretty sure it is worth it. Where is it? There it is. I'm pretty sure the increase in donations will actually offset the cost of the educator. It's $500 now, but I'm guessing, hopefully, that it'll make me more money over time. That is not what your podium's over here. Might confused, are we? Also, hopefully I didn't just, like, cut off this half of the zoo. Because having two things right there might have cut it off, but hopefully moving the cart over there should fix it. Although, I don't even know if it was a problem. It might have been. Wasn't necessary. Really close to a perfect right angle with that fence. Because I have a little bit of OCD. And $147. Come on, 4,000. Are you all on low prices? Okay, good. You too? That'd be interesting. I think there are places like that actually do charge for bathrooms, so it wouldn't make no sense at all. But I guess this isn't that kind of zoo. It's not the exploit you for all you're worth kind of zoo. And teleporting squirrel? Or is it just a phase shifting squirrel? Squirrel with a giant shadow for some reason. And guess happiness ticked up a bit. Educational happiness. How do I, or habitats, can I don't know how to get this above this level, because it always seems like that fast. Healthy, happy, and active, I think all my guests, or all my animals are happy, healthy, and active. Yep, pretty much. You have almost all your needs filled. Yeah, I think it's just because since they're just one, no, I think these are both half a Star of Fame animals, which means they're really not at all exotic. Oh, lost my star. So that's why the entertaining animals isn't very far up. But I don't know how to get the educational habitats up. Like, maybe add more rocks or something? Or like add a medium desert rock, maybe? Does that bring it up? Because it always seems to be sort of hovering around, like, from here to here. And I can never really get it to go much higher, it feels like. And still wavering back and forth. Can I get guest happiness up higher? What can I do to make you guys happier? Well, Well, you don't seem to be thinking any negative thoughts. Doesn't look like there are any real problems, though. Happiness is mostly good. Just seems like they probably want more exotic animals, because I think happiness mostly changes... could be wrong, but I think happiness comes from, like, actually viewing the exhibits. And more exotic animals make them happy faster, I'm guessing. So it's possible that if I simply get more exotic animals, that'll increase guest happiness more. I'm not sure precisely how that works, though. And you are not a guest. I don't know why I clicked on that. You have some moderate needs, but nothing serious. Educator Miksovsky is very educational. Oh, you're Russian? I enjoy hearing myself talk. Wait, what? 130, what? Wait. How'd that happen? I thought it was at like 600 and all I bought was this $40 rock. How did I go down a couple? Oh, right, salaries. So the educator costs $200 a month, I don't know. Do I have any other, staff? Let's see. Nope. Still, I thought it was above, like, 200 more than whatever it was a couple seconds ago. Like, ticked over. And you are educated, so are you going to give the dude soon? Oh, you already did, I guess. Education donations. I wonder how much, because the education donations is not simply people who are happy from hearing the educator, because like even before I had an educator, if you notice, this was at like 700 or something. I think it's affected by the educator, but it's not, that's not the only factor that affects it. I don't know exactly how the educator affects it. And my educational habitats went way down for some reason. Whoa! Entertaining animals shot up for some reason, and guest happiness plummeted. That's too bad. Why? And you're hungry. Let's say guests, happiness. You are the unhappiest person in the park, and you just came in. Well, that's a good sign if people are generally getting happier. It's usually a good thing. Can I move these things? I was considering, like, if a lot of these things were movable, maybe changing some of the exhibits around later on, so my more exotic exhibits could be up front, but, I mean, shade structure, that would be like another $600 down the drain from, well, no. Because I could sell this and then have to buy it, it would only cost $40 if I sold this and then bought a new one, and this would only cost $80, I think. So I suppose it's not that expensive, it may be practical, but I'm guessing that since it's not like I'm gonna be just playing this game indefinitely, I have a certain time that I'm gonna play this, I don't think it'll be worth it. I don't think it'll be worth moving an exhibit. Also, there is this cool thing where, if you'll notice, okay, so in 3 seconds I'm gonna start holding down the right arrow key, so 3, 2, 1. And you'll notice it, like, accelerates over time, and, you can actually hold down both 2 arrow keys at the same time, and they'll both take effect. So, what it works out to be is this cool inertia effect because, like, right now, right is fully accelerated, and then as left accelerates, right, and right stays the same, the overall, decelerates. The overall movement decelerates, so it looks like it's slowing down. Kind of cool. And you can just like press them both at almost the same time. Get this. Barat Zhang. Wait. Okay, Zhang is, I'm pretty sure, a Chinese name. And isn't Barat like Arabic or something? Jarrett Jan might. Okay, your name is way too confusing. I'm changing your name to Bob. There. That's less confusing. And wow, I'm already a third of the way through the episode, and I haven't even gotten enough for 1 gems, but that's bad. I suppose it could raise my admission price, except that I don't really have enough people to justify that, because I'm only getting, like, oh, nice, up to 2 stars already. What happened? Interesting. Anyways, yeah. So, yeah, because I'm only getting maybe, like, 5 people a day or so. It's kind of interesting that people will stay in the zoo for, like, weeks. But, yeah, around 5, so that'd be an increase of probably around $150 if I set it on expensive, because they would, because fewer people would come, and then that also means fewer donations, fewer concessions, things like that. So I don't think it ever pays off, but I think especially now it doesn't. Because if it cuts my donations by 40%, then that's, like, my donations have been 5,000 so far for the, for the 500, yeah, so it's like, cuts them 40%, so about from 1,300 a month, I think, or so, well, like 1,500 to down to less than 1,000 a month, so that's over $500 a month lost for only, like, how many people have come total? Wait, okay. 72 admissions total divided by 3 is, like 24, exactly, I think. That's 24 people a month. 24 times 50 is, like, about 1,000, so I suppose it could make sense, conceivably. Maybe. Math in my head. Except that, because I think the 24th, no, except I only lost, I think it might work out to roughly the same thing. But I think the donations would still come in a bit ahead, going for free over expensive. It's always like the Still nice, got quite a bit of money recently. So, what do you guys want? Oh, right, I lost my star fame. Whoops. Educational habitats went down again for some reason, and I don't know why. I don't know what changes the educational habitats. Are you guys unhappy? Because why are people not... Oh! Nice. Forgot I have a third one. Because why are people not... Why is the entertaining animals way down? Hopefully I'll get my star back. Okay, so I haven't gotten my star back since I lost it Oh, wait. Oh, are these things available? Actually, this may just be... Oh, gift card. Gift card is like the most profitable thing in the game. It may just be that once you unlock these things, you just like have them forever. Oh, interesting. Arrow keys scroll that thing when you're on there instead of the whole map. And I found that the like coffee and hamburger subs aren't really worth it. I mean, they cost more to upgrade, or they cost more to build than the hot dog. Wow, and they're really not worth it because they don't generate even as much money as the hot dog food stand, and I think they detract. They just kind of split up the sales instead of actually adding new sales. I think. Yes, you did. Money. Keep going up. It'd be kind of cool if this game had like events like they do in Europa Universalis 4. I think there are a couple of other games. Master of Orion 2 has events. Things like maybe like you could be in the newspaper or something and get a slight increase in admissions for the next couple of days, or maybe you, I don't know, won some award and increases fame temporarily, and there could be bad ones like I don't know, like if you meet like what kind of bad things could there be? Because I feel like all of the bad things would be if you actually were like mistreating your animals or something and weren't feeding them. But it's like if you got some kind of thing like some organization said that you were a bad zoo, then it seems like you would have to actually be a bad zoo. So maybe you ran some commercial that didn't go over so well, that was like really unpopular, and so people wouldn't want to come or something like that. Offended a bunch of people. I don't know. It would make the game a bit more interesting, so you have more to do while you're just kind of waiting around. But this is a very small, low budget, not a lot of thought put into it game. I kind of feel like so. That's why there are all these like it would be cool if things that aren't implemented. Where are you going with that, soda? You want to sit down, right? So maybe you could sit down at, oh, I don't know, the bench? Or the table that's provided for that very purpose? Instead of wandering around the restroom aimlessly and then probably walking around to the bench. Okay. You were here. The bench is here. Or table. You walked here all the way around this restroom instead of just walking over. Oh, AI, why are you so silly? And oh, right, I received a cash grant. So, oh yeah, it doesn't look like I got my cash grant for one species. Well, that's too bad. So I missed out on $1,500. I think since I did these both at exactly the same time. And new items available for purchase. Anything good? Oh, right, umbrella table, which I do want. gorilla climbing bars or hippo bouncy ride or kangaroo bouncy ride, they're okay. I don't think they're worth it for this mission, since I'm just, like, I don't really care about guest happiness all that much. I'm sure they can get their amusement in other ways. And lost my star. Hopefully I won't have to re-research the umbrella table. Okay, good. And also, I think, notice, is there a big restroom problem? Kinda looks like it. Yeah. So, where are you going back? Oh, right! Have family restrooms? Yeah. Okay. So, I can take this boring old dumb small restroom and replace it with a family restroom, which basically family restrooms seem to solve every problem I have most of the time, so that's good. Yay! Now multiple people can use it at once. It can have 4 users, which generally is actually more than you need. I think normally... Oh, wait. It can have more than 4 users? Oh, wow. Huh. Because usually it seems to only have about 2 or 3 as the average. But 4 is good. Although, wow. I didn't realize, didn't mean to select you. I can't actually sell you, unfortunately. There's no slavery in this game. Well, that's not really unfortunate. I can't sell my guests into slavery. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, it usually only has 2 or 3 users. And nice, some people are coming to see the Gems book, which reminds me, I need a donation box, because if you do not have a donation box, not only will you lose out on money, but people will actually get unhappy. There's some thought, like I wanted to donate, but I couldn't find a donation box. And looks like nobody's actually seen that, or nobody's actually thought that. So that's good. You need to find a bathroom soon? You're standing right next to one. Okay, good. So that should alleviate the bathroom problem, which generally develops right at about 1.5 stars, just before I can get the family restroom. And I better start thinking about the next exhibit, probably. Oops, I should have declined the Gems book. Gems book. Where does the flamingo come from? That's a good question. Can't access the Zoopedia from here for some reason. Greater Flamingo. It might be under Flamingo. Yeah, Flamingo Greater. It is from Africa, surprisingly. And Nile crocodile. Okay, I know where the Nile is, so assuming they're actually near the Nile, they are from Egypt. Or, sorry, from Africa. But, well, yeah, they are from Egypt, presumably, but it's mostly... But what matters is that they're from Africa, because Egypt is in Africa. And the Gems book I already have. Thompson's Gazelle I already have. Emperor Penguin, last I checked, was not in Africa. Unless, actually, I mean, I suppose it's possible that it's in, like, the southern tip or something, but... Probably not. Termite mound feeder? Cool. Wonder what animal uses that. Penguin, emperor. Yeah. Figured they probably... from Africa. So... I think that that'll wrap up this episode of Zoo Tycoon 2. Next episode, I'll start working on the greater flamingo pen. Maybe if I'm lucky, I'll even be able to place the greater flamingo. So, thank you all for watching, and see you next video. Bye!